left foot to the yoke block. Lift the right leg up. And then as you bend that balancing leg, right leg comes way back, hovering or lightly touching. And then come up. Again, the bigger the bend in that standing leg, the more the glute has to work. And be sure to find those little pauses in that sweet spot. Ooh. Really milk the pose for all it's worth. Two more to go. And we'll hold this last one. Strongly squeezing. Try to hover the foot. The bigger the bend in the other leg, the harder it's going to be. You can hike the left hip a little bit as well. And then come up and relax. Okay, other side. So right foot on the block. Lift that left knee. Bend your right leg. Bring the left leg behind you. And repeat. I like to exhale on the way down, turning that right hip out. So you can allow the knee to track out slightly as you bend it. Ooh. A little bit of shaking is good. And we'll hold the next one. And come up. And then lower down. Okay, take the feet wide apart and then angle the feet out. Bend your knees. Come into a wide-legged ragdoll, leaning over your left leg, bend the knee, right leg straight, and vice versa. Try it with the soles of the feet on the floor first, going side to side. And then next time you lean over your left leg, let the ball of the right foot come up and hang out. And then switch, bend the right leg, and allow the ball of the left foot to come up. And then come back to center, turning the toes in. Inhale, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, fold, walking the hands back. Bend your elbows. Lengthen the crown of the head to the floor for a few breaths. Inhale, lift the head halfway. Exhale, take the forearms to the floor, interlacing your fingers, and place the head behind the hands. Inhale, come up, wide legs, headstand. Hold for a few breaths, making circles in the ankles. Contract the buttocks and the quadriceps. And then bring your legs together all the way up to the sky. Take a few breaths to get steady there. And then lower the right leg halfway. Bring the left leg further back, counterbalancing. And then twist, squeezing the center line, move from the core. Take the legs wide. And bring the right leg up to the sky, left leg down halfway. Firm in the right buttock. And then twist, squeezing the inner thighs. And continue, go wide. Left leg up, right leg down, twisting through the exhale. And vice versa. And then go wide again. And slowly bring the feet down. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, bring your feet closer, and then come into a squatting position. From there, you're going to point your left toes and sit on your left heel. And so that's left leg is at about 45 degrees. Bring your hands together, strong in the core, and then explore rotations in the squatting leg. So we let the leg rotate inwards and outwards, going on to the inner edge of the foot, and then the outer edge of the foot. A few more to go. And then come back to center. Wiggle the right leg a little closer to the center line. Allow the leg to go inwards. Lean back a little bit. And then exhale from the core. Rounding the back slightly, bring your left arm outside the leg. And turn the shoulder in, moving into a bound variation of the squat. From there, take your right arm up to the sky. And then catch the right fingers or the wrist. Once you've found your pose, turn the right chest open, and then lean your whole body forward over that right ankle. Play with pushing off the heel, engaging the buttock, gradually lifting the buttocks further away from the floor, and then lifting your left knee off the floor. So it's like a one-legged squat, really strong in the right heel. Strong in the left side of the core, long through the right side of the spine. We can also squeeze the right shoulder blade to the middle back. And release the pose. And we'll switch sides. So take the hands forward, left leg squatting, point the right toes, and sit back onto that right heel, knee bent about 45 degrees. Hands to the heart, strong core. And then explore, taking that left thigh outwards and inwards. Outer edge of the foot, inner edge of the foot. Think about lifting the pubic bone, dropping the tailbone just a little bit so that it feels good in the hip joint. If you're in a back bend, it probably won't feel very good. So, good. And then come back to center. Wiggle that left leg in a little more to the midline. Take an inhale to lean back, and then exhale, rounding the spine. Right arm outside the leg, turning the shoulder inwards, and then wrap around to the half bind. Next, lift the left arm up for the full bind, catching the left fingers behind the back, or catch the wrist. Try to wiggle up to catch the wrist if you can. Good. Now as you breathe in the pose, right side of the core strong. Lean over your left heel. Lift the buttocks off the heel. Turn your left chest open. You can also try lifting the right shin off of the floor, lifting that knee. And breathe. A few more breaths. And then look forwards and release that posture. Beautiful. Play with forearm stand now, lifting the head off the floor. But instead of doing the classic forearm stand, we're actually going to treat it like a headstand. Interlace the fingers and take your back to the wall. So the wall's maybe 6 to 10 inches away from you. And then lift your hips up. Come into your headstand, but instead of going straight up, you're going to bring your right foot to the wall, bending the right knee about 90 degrees roughly. And as you push that heel into the wall, squeeze your legs together, push into your forearms, and lift your head off of the floor. Try to open the chest through the arms, full range of motion, and then look to your navel, engaging the core. So keeping the head off the ground, let the shoulder blades lift to the ears. Use the wall with that right heel. And then come down, switch legs. So we'll bring the left leg up to the wall, bend the knee about 90 degrees, and then squeeze the thighs together. The right leg is fully off the wall. Use the pressing of your heel against the wall to help balance you as you lift the heart. Lift the head and breathe. Open your chest through the arms as much as you can. Engage your core, looking towards the navel. And then lowering the head, slowly come down and sit back into child's pose, using the hands to help stretch the back of the neck towards one side and then the other. Take the hands half a foot behind you and windshield wiper the legs side to side, keeping the heart lifted the whole time, strong in the core. Both knees to the right side, and then slide that left leg back, straightening it. With an exhale, twist, taking your right shoulder or right elbow, whatever you can get outside of there, to the sole of the foot. And with the hands together, draw the heart forward over the foot and twist, turning left chest open. Actively push the foot and arm into each other. Think of leaning your torso away from that right knee to get more of a stretch in the right hip. You can play around with it. And then release, bend both knees, and go to the other side. Right leg straightens. With an exhale, bring your left arm as far outside of that foot as you can. Turn the chest open, pushing the foot and arm into each other. And as that left thigh bone goes back, the heart can come forward over the foot. You could also play with leaning away from that left hip to get more into the stretch of the hip. And then slowly come back to center. Right leg straight, left leg folds in. Turn your chest towards your left knee. And with an inhale, left arm up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, come up. So right hand's going to hold the bent knee. Exhale, side bend. Again, inhale up. Exhale, side bend, turning the left chest open. And hold. And take the left hand down and reach back through the right arm, lengthening side body. Stay strong in the core and glutes. This is a great place to stay. Next step, right arm up to the sky. Start to retract your shoulder blades. It's like a baby wild thing, so you can really open the chest, but keep planting the palm of that left hand. Stay strong in your right leg, strong in the back of that leg and buttock. And then exhale, strong core. Slowly sit back. Right foot in, left leg out. Left hand to the bent knee. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, side bending. Inhale up. Exhale, side bending. A few more to go. And hold for a few breaths, turning the chest open. Shortening that left side to help lengthen up the right side of the low back, belly, all the way up through the ribs. And then take the right hand behind you, left leg spins in. Inhale, reach back through the left arm, lengthening side body. Option 2, left arm to the sky, move into more of a back bend. It's like a baby wild thing. And then exhale, slowly sit back. Bring the legs out in front. What are you giggling about? You prancing pony. So bring your legs out in front, grab a yoga block, and we'll have a sip of coffee. Great. So lay down onto your back. This variation of supported bridge is going to involve those same hip movements we've been doing. So you can put the block underneath your sacrum, that's the area at the back of the pant line, and then roll your shoulders into the floor. Upper back is strong. We're going to lift the right foot, bend the knee, lift the left foot, bending the knee. So both feet are off the ground. Press your sacrum into the floor. And then see how it feels to straighten both legs up to the sky. Squeeze your inner heels together Squeeze the edges of big toes together and try to straighten those legs out. A few more breaths. Really expand up into the chest. Exhale, lower the right leg to hover, strong in the core. Inhale, come up. Left leg to hover, exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right leg to hover, and then squeeze the midline just like a twist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left leg to hover, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right leg to hover and squeeze. Inhale, come up. Last one. Exhale, left leg hover and squeeze. Inhale up. So we'll lower the right leg and hold this time, squeezing that right leg towards the inner left thigh. Strong in the core. Two more breaths. Shaking is good. Inner thigh fire is good. And then inhale, bring it up. Exhale, left leg to hover. Squeeze the midline. Hold. Squeeze the inner thighs. Remember, we can always squeeze the glutes as well as a counterbalance. 3 more breaths, strong core. Inhale up. Very good. Exhale, bend your knees, lower the feet. Inhale, lift the hips, and remove the yoga block. Coming all the way down onto your back. And then draw the knees to the shoulders and press your sacrum into the floor. Draw one knee closer to the shoulder and then the other. And now take your right leg up to the sky. Catch the big toe with your right peace fingers and fully straighten the leg. So left hand along the inner left thigh. Instead of just stretching the leg, which is fine to do, we'll do it a little differently. So we're going to point the big toe into the fingers. Imagine you're trying to press your leg away from your belly. So really activating the glutes and hamstrings in that right leg. And then from that strength, start to bow forward, straightening both legs out. Come as far away from the ground as you can. And then start to twist, aiming your left kidney to your right knee. Bringing that leg towards vertical. Inhale, slowly lower the head. Exhale, release the pose. Left leg up, grip with the big toe. And take a couple breaths just to get steady there, straightening that left leg. Right hand along the inner thigh. Now as you point the left toes, start to grip the fingers with the toe. So it's like the opposite of what we'd think. Press that leg forward, toning the hamstring. Engage the core. Start to lift the head and shoulders. And then start to slide that right leg straight, using your core and your leg strength. A lot of it is actually coming from that left leg. That's why it's so hard. Super hard. I can barely do it on this side. And then keep twisting right kidney to left knee. Kidney twisting, as Richard calls it. So as the leg straightens, we also try to squeeze that left leg into the midline, just like the other poses. Buttocks strong, legs straight, inner thighs active. A few more breaths. And inhale, lift the head. Exhale, slowly lay down. Bend your knees. Bridge pose vinyasa. Heels near the buttocks. Inhaling, lift the arms over the head. Expand the ribs to chest. Exhale, lift the hips. Empty, hold the breath. Abdominal vacuum, lock your throat. Without breathing, lower through the vertebra. As the sacrum comes down, quickly lower your arms. Take a resting breath in. And resting breath out. Round 2. Inhale, lift arms. Exhale, lift hips, scooping the tail under. Strong hamstrings, empty, holding the breath. Relax the belly, suck back the stomach. Vertebra by vertebra, come down. Quickly lower the arms and then breathe in. And relax. Make your way into relaxation, stretching the legs out, arms at sides.